We built this world. You and I and all the people before us. We built this world. The world that we live in is a reflection of how we've applied our understanding of humanity and our place in the world. Humanity hasn't stopped to take a look at the whole of where we are and what tools and resources we have, and then ask the most important question. How can humanity as a whole be best served with the knowledge and resources that we have? There's a house in California called the Winchester House, and it's famous for having stairways to nowhere and all sorts of features that don't work for the totality of the house, because the owner just kept building and building without an architect, without a master plan. If you think about it, that's really the world that we live in today. That's what happened to our world. We just kept building and building and building societies and structures and thought patterns without looking at the totality, without an architect or a master plan. Well, does it make sense to build a room at the end of every stairway to nowhere, or do we take down the stairs? It's too soon to tell. We have to collectively examine our world and utilize the wisdom of crowds to reach our conclusions and choose what we do next. We have to use our unprecedented power of connectivity to look at the whole and weave together solutions that serve the highest good of all. In the U.S., our political system was originally designed to harness the wisdom of crowds. And in the context of the world that it was created in, it's brilliant. However, today the collective wisdom, will, and wishes of the people aren't getting implemented due to all kinds of things that weren't foreseen. Now, it would be silly of you and me to try and answer the challenges of 200 years in the future. How can we possibly understand what those challenges might be or what tools we'll have in the future to answer them? It does make a lot of sense, however, to look at the tools that we have today and the challenges we have today and see if we can't get some things done in a better way. Here's something that we all understand. The internet has changed the game forever. Social media has given us the power to act in concert. It's an amazing, humbling opportunity. It is our responsibility to use these amazing tools that are free and available to all to design the world that we want to live in. You see, collectively, humanity is compassionate, brilliant, creative, and loving. We can make the changes directly by acting collectively. There are examples springing up all over our world. Websites that allow us to rate our service providers means that all the money in the world can't buy you customers unless the customers confirm your integrity. People pushed back against Bank of America, and Bank of America backed up. Our world is full of examples of co-ops and collectives that allow communities to provide themselves with goods and services in a way that works best for them. Our connectivity means that going local is a lot easier. We go back into the best that a close-knit, thriving community had to offer, while going forward with systems and technologies that allow us to do it on a greater scale, connect easily with other communities. Japanese farmers have learned to grow spur watermelon by placing boxes around the watermelon as they grow. For us, the societies, systems, and structures that we grew up in are our boxes, and we grew to fit those boxes. As we create new ways of living sustainably and lovingly on this planet, we shape the way we all live in the world. I've heard it said that this is a silly, idealistic dream. I've heard it said that people are greedy and selfish and they will only act in their own self-interest. But isn't that just another example of the way we've grown to fit our box? We look up to people who have material things and we reward the power-hungry with power. In the meantime, the vast majority of humanity simply wants to live in a safe, secure world where they can connect with others and express what is inside of them. The U.S. GDP is somewhere around $14 trillion. Consumers account for about 70% of that. By my math, that means we have about $10 trillion. $10 trillion. I haven't checked Forbes' list lately, but I'm pretty sure that makes us the richest person in the world when we act together. Add in the other developing nations, and the numbers are staggering. At our core, the majority of us all want the same things. We want to know that we can live in relative safety, we have access to the resources that we need to thrive, and we want to be able to walk the various paths of our lives with the tools we need to meet the challenges that we might face. This isn't a call to anarchy. It's quite the opposite. It's a call to responsibility, to action, to creation. You see, I know that this is the next step for humanity. We don't have to grab power. We already have it. We do need to stop enabling the ones that are addicted to power by gently walking around them and showing them a better way. We don't need to tear anything down or demonize anyone. We simply have to create something better. If nobody's watching the Broadway production, the show simply folds. The website is www.webuiltthisworld.com, because we built this world and we can build a new and better one, but we can't do it without you.